Welcome to my build. This is Night of the Dead. About to come up onto the 10th wave. Playing at normal. Where'd it go? Where can I see that? I know it's here somewhere. Save load. There we go. Difficulty normal. There we go. So, in an effort to try and contain or control the flow of the zombies, I've surrounded my base in a wall with one opening. Can't see it anymore because I put new over there. I've got 2 trebuchets ready to rain down on them. I'm just using non-explosive rounds right now because that's all it seems to take. I've started to upgrade my base to iron. There's still some stone. And I've kind of taken inspiration from the original Donkey Kong game, where there's one level of all type of traps. You work your way up. Next level, different types of traps. You work your way up. And then 3rd level, there will be another trap. Now, these early hordes I'm not really doing much with, but I am going to take and extend that way, and on the top of it I will put a bait trap. So that regardless of where I'm standing or what I'm doing, the zombies kind of want to go towards it rather than me. So first base, as you can see, a couple pendulums, a bunch of spiked traps underneath, guillotines at the end of each one. Reaching at the top, this 2nd level is crushers with spiked floors, cutters, spiked floors, crushers, with starting to put in guillotines as well. There will be a guillotine here, guillotine there, and a guillotine there eventually as well as in between each one and ending here. I can reload those from here. If that gets lost, I can reload these from here, or even from up top there, where my trebs are. So far, nobody's even made it up to the top level here. I also have input three shredders here, more so just to see how they work in this area. I've reinforced these walls because the idea is that the trebs up there, as these are down in here and holding up, if I get a pile up and behind in this area here, we'll see if the trebs can start to rain down on them and maybe thin out, so when they get to the base itself, it's not as chaotic. So far the wall has done well in terms of controlling where the zombies are going. However, as you can tell by my game stage, not really huge waves at this moment. I did have to close this in because they were just running along the top and finding an area that they could drop down into, get into this area. Everything is stone minimum, with, as you can see, a lot of it already upgraded to iron. These are all iron. You can't really see them underneath the spiked floors, but they are iron. If we take a look at the map, you can see where we are on the game. We are just outside of city area, right near. There's the warehouse, residential neighborhood, schools up there, town is over here. Now this area down here is the high peak, jail's over here, factory with the power plant is over here. I went to the highest point that you could. There was no points higher. And this area down in here is rich in iron deposits. So much so that I had 0 iron deposits. When I came back, I had 262 iron ore. Obviously, a lot of that went into the upgrades I just did, making new traps. Of the 260 odd, I have 27 left. So I am thinking there is a high area over here as well. I'm going to go up into that area and see what I can find. I know I've played another game where up in this area there was a high area. Again, great loot up there. The reason I started a new game, I kind of wanted to try a Donkey Kong base. Just see if it would work. Eventually, I will put a ballista here as well. I find they're very effective when they fire in a straight line. Pretty much that ballista over there fires in a straight line and hits absolutely every arrow. And then on this one, I'll do it opposite. I will build this out. I'll have a wall here and I'll put a flamethrower going this direction. Obviously, once that happens, I'm going to have to be up there. If they get that far, I guess I could be in trouble. I may be hopping off the back and making a run for it. But that's the base. That's the idea. And I will see you guys back here when the first wave starts hitting down there. And hopefully they do path. Closing this area back off here works. Okay, music has started. I won't load the trebs up until I actually start to get them piling up down there. They could spawn in from over there. They have done that. If we do, we'll see them coming down that hill, and they tend to come down that path. As I said, they have spawned in back up in here, and they were coming down here. I cut it off, and so they started working it. Built this wall. They started coming further down this way, so I just built the wall all the way across. And then the last place that they've kind of spawned in from is in that direction, as well as sometimes over from there. Those ones have no issue with coming in through the front door. It's only these guys back here I'm a little bit concerned about. And excuse me. That's the first time I have seen that. It's actually attacking my lights. Did they not see that as a viable path because I was on top of the trebuchet? Interesting. Oh, one made it through. That has not been an issue before standing up there. However, I was not standing on top of the treb previously. I was standing in between here. So I wonder if it was standing on the trebuchet that was causing the issue. Let's just load those guys up and let's go down. It's starting to hit a little further away now. Another thought I have is if I continue and I build that further out that way, I can put another treb up there. And that'll be a positive, because as the Horde Nights increase, or waves, so used to 7 days a die. That guy's starting to get a little ticked off. You'll notice I don't really have any spikes out. I find the spikes are good early game, but in another earlier playthrough when I had the spikes out, it really kind of just ticked off the zombies. And when they stopped on the spikes because they got mad, they just started beating on whatever was around. And on my day 21 wave, or night 21 wave, I guess, I had them take out my stairs up into my base and a couple platforms, and I eventually had to jump down and just start fighting them on the ground. So I'm trying to avoid the use of traps, and hopefully that will allow the walls to maintain a better level of strength. Just thinking it sounds awfully quiet up top. I think I need to reload. Got to find a way to making this a little bit quicker. Maybe when I rebuild I'll actually have it that I come up from that direction instead of this direction. I'll get rid of this and have the bait trap that way, and maybe what I'll do is I will put a stairs from here up to there. Maybe in behind the flamethrower I'll go up that way. That sounds like a heck of an idea. They're still landing quite a ways out, aren't they? Oh, he's a little bit of a tougher one. He will just start to beat on things. Oh, I thought he was going to make it through. Dang. You know what? Not that they're doing much. Oh, that one is. And that one is. Okay. And that used one, I'm not that concerned. I'll load it up from here. As I said, I'm not using the exploding rounds for the trebs. I'm just using the regular rocks. I'm not that concerned about it. Stone's pretty easy to come by at this moment. Iron is still a little bit more of a premium. So I'm not that concerned about the fact that I seem to be wasting trebs boulders at the moment, but we'll see. It's got to be getting reasonably close to 2 o'clock. awfully quiet. Frame rate's still good, so it's probably not. Looks like there's some loot bags out there. Nice. Load you up. Load you up. Load you up. And let's run back down to the viewing area. Be nice if there was some way that you could. There's a loot bag. Stop the trebs from firing. Keep the ammo in there without having to be up there. I thought I might be able to load from here, but oh, can I? I don't know. No? Repair? No, can't see it. Okay, so 2 a.m. Yeah, this base is a little bit overkill at this moment, I believe, but for the stronger hordes as they come in, waves. Can't quite do it. Oh well. Oh! Here we go. Now it's starting to get interesting. Oh, Butcher made it through. Back up a wee bit. Switch to this guy here. I know the pendulums are a little bit on the weak side, however I find them combined with the spiked floors, they really work quite nicely. You probably got enough then. I don't know if it's going to fire again. And the music has stopped. Well, again, pretty uneventful. What did I have? 3, 4 zombies get through. This one not triggered. That one not triggered. That not triggered. That once. Guillotine triggered once. That's once. That's once. That was 20 times. That's a few times. So. Again, I know I came out and filled this up. I think I filled this one at 35, so that one would have run out. I'm pretty sure if I reconfigure the way these are laid out, I can fit 4 in here. And let's go collect my loot bags. Still early enough in the game that I do need research. Cloth isn't a bad thing either. kind of the interesting thing about if I come out here at this moment. The trebs do have ammunition in them. So that if something does decide to come out into this area, I have ammo. So that's the hill I went up to. That hill is amazing for iron. Like I said, 260 odd pieces I came down with. And that was in about 8, maybe 9 hours of game time. That did reload. Sometimes they don't seem to be reloading on me. That's probably more my fault than the game's. So as you can see, no damage, no damage, no damage, no damage. So what that kind of indicates to me is that the trebs do not damage our own walls. And as long as that's the case, I'm going to take advantage of it. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed it. If anybody actually watches it, I'm not holding my breath. But if you did watch it, thank you. And happy gaming. Cheers.